What up, y'all? My name's Chance. If you found this video, you're probably going through what I was formerly going through, or what I'm currently going through. I guess I would have to say to be accurate, which is a benzodiazepine withdrawal, or you have the intention of going into benzo withdrawal to get off of them, or whatever. Not whatever. Sorry. I'll get into why I'm the way I am right now. I'm tired. I was on 40 mil. I'm not gonna drag out the specifics because I feel like there's a lot of other videos that I've done where I explain it, but I'll give you the gist. 40 milligrams of diazepam. After that 40 milligrams, that was about 4 years, I went down to, I used Xanax for 4 or 5 months to taper down. After that, I reinstated at 20, eventually reinstated again at 10 after what was easily the worst month of my life, or worst 2 months. Worst year, really, 2018, and then stopped. Alright, so that's out of the way. I know you're probably like, that's not very comforting. I just wanted to use this actually at this point to vent and explain to everyone that the frustration you have with benzos and with what benzos take from you and what benzos do to you and what they do to your family and everything is not isolated. It's not an isolated. Sorry for the appearance. Also, I'm just couldn't find a place to balance this phone. I was actually gonna film this on a nicer camera, but something's wrong with the card on it. Anyway, those things are not isolated to just you. Benzos. I guess I can curse. It's my fucking channel. Fucked my life up. I know I've been more optimistic, maybe the last 2 or 3. I've always been optimistic, and really all of them. But this time, I want it to be more real in the fact that I want people to understand, again, that one, anytime you click one of these videos, you're not alone with benzodiazepines or what you're going through in general, but also that a lot of the symptoms you're facing that seem very painfully specific to you, because a lot are, everybody's mind and brain is different, are not. And, not all of them are. And that there's a lot of people, I'm sure, if you're watching this, you found other videos and Facebook and Instagram, and there's even like accounts on there, and Twitter and Benzo Buddies, Reddit, that you're not alone. But just wanted to double check with you. So I was discussing the other day with a friend or something like that. I'll get into why my memory zapped. Benzos, that's a big part of it. You guessed it. I was discussing how, look, I already forgot, what I think benzos took from me the most. So what was the worst thing? Like, why, like, I have resentment with them. And I think there's 2 things for sure. It fucking ruined my life, hands down, almost single-handedly. But the memory issues that I'm experiencing now, that are being compounded by sleep apnea, again, I'll get into that. I'm not going to worry about keeping this video short. And the derealization were definitely because they fucking ruined my mind. And in a way, I feel like I definitely needed that to happen, the derealization part. It was very much, at least it turned into a spiritual experience, but a year already, that shit is crazy. Those are the 2 things that took it from me the worst. About a year ago, I think today's the 8th, I was laying right in front of, like, this place doesn't look that nice, but it's a lot nicer than it was. I was laying where I'm filming this, right here. I was already withdrawing for maybe about a month at that point, and I was on a mattress that was just on the floor. I had no money. I was shivering. I was out of it is a fucking understatement. The understatement of the year. And I really, the only thing I could think of then, at this point I'm just going to let you know, just a little reflection, and that I was in a place you're probably currently in now. I was in the worst place ever. It's scary. I feel like I'm going to cry a little bit, because as bad as my problems are now, I definitely recovered to a degree that I never thought I would, especially with the realization and the thought processes. And there was a lot of, obviously, there was a lot of concern that when it's happening, you're like, this is never going to end, or I wish I could have medicine. But there was definitely, coincidentally enough, despite dealing with depression and anxiety and mental disorders for 20 out of my almost 30 years of life, there, and considering killing myself and even trying once, I didn't think of that once during the benzo withdrawal. I wanted nothing more than to just be able to go walk to the store again or play video games without my mind just misfiring, or have a lover, just being around, just simple things, just being human. You very much only want your humanity after a certain point. I hope this isn't an awkward angle. Because I really can't sit in the middle. Anyway, sorry, getting distracted. You really, the just being human is one of the only, probably the biggest thing you want. I mean, of course you miss everything you did with your life when you're super hot, like I am now. Actually, anxiety is anxiety. You can't eat, you can't sleep, you can't think, you can't relax. You feel like you're living in hell, because you are, and you just want to be a human being. I really got those things back after a lot of hard work. I've been off 3-4 months, but there's a long way to go, and it's wild. It really is crazy that you think when you're in a position that bad because of something you purposely put into your body, for most of us, that you almost like you deserve that shit. Like you think that maybe your mind goes through so many different processes that somehow some people blame themselves. I did. Nobody put a gun to my head and told me to take the Valium. That was very much a personal choice from desperation and carelessness to a degree. Obviously the doctor had a say. Basically, though, I just wanted people to know, like, if you just, this is more of a follow-up. I don't want to, like, make this a standalone video, but if you're watching it as one, you're just like, this guy looks like, click. I did come back. I did. Benzos zapped my memory. I have sleep apnea, or at least the doctor thinks so, and that zapped my memory. And benzos gave me horrible health anxiety. And now I spend most of my days frightened, horribly frightened. There's like a split between the logical and the illogical, where I think for like months now, mostly since the sleep apnea got bad, that that I have like early onset dementia, Alzheimer's disease, despite it not running in my family and being only 29, almost 30. It's scary. It is. I'm tired all the time, but not being able to handle this, like, I don't want to say like a man, but like an adult, like a mature, logical person who uses formulated thought to go, this is fine, this is going to happen, because everybody gets scared of health. I'm just a rattled mess. My memory's zapped because I have ADHD. I've had it since I was really, 4 or 5 years old, or that's when it was diagnosed. My memory's zapped because of the benzos and the sleep apnea. I wake up every day like I did, almost sometimes, some nights like I didn't sleep. I'm sleepy. If I wake up at 8 o'clock, I'm sleepy by 10:30. I feel like I'm in another world. I forget common names and shit. And it doesn't seem like it's getting worse, but some days it is. And benzos took my legs from me. You know what I mean? Like, benzos took my ability to go, I'm going to stand and fight this. And it took my focus from me, even more of it. And it made this problem, which all I hope is literally just that, maybe a CPAP mask if I'm losing weight. It made this problem significantly scarier and hopefully not more dangerous, though. But maybe, than it actually is. And benzos took a lot from me. I went from benzo withdrawal to vertigo, another to sleep apnea, and it feels like I'm paying for something that I didn't buy. As in, like, I feel like I'm being punished for a fuck up I didn't do. That's basically what I'm saying. And it's scary. It is. I'm venting because I know there's a lot of people who will click this and watch and go, I want to see how he is. And basically, if you're 10 minutes into this fucking video, you're still watching, and you're not downvoting or upvote, or anything like that, it's, at the very least, this is a display. This is an example, an exhibition of what benzos do to you. If I'm tired, I'm zapped, and if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be making this video. Well, I wouldn't have made any of the videos, but it's scary. It's scary what benzos do to you. It really is. I don't want anyone to get frustrated with this. Like, what? This isn't the benzos that did it. It is. I promise you, the benzos did do this, but this is more. Like I said, I want this to be just like a continuation. I want y'all to understand that I did recover, and hopefully the next video I make, whether it's a month or two now, my brain is healthy and refreshed, and I'm not forgetting shit or fucking names or anything like that. It's frustrating. Or I'm constantly snapping at people and shit, and hopefully it can be just like my other ones. But I just want it to be real. I don't want anyone to go, oh, because there's not that many people who've watched these, maybe a few hundred or a few hundred views, and I've been lucky enough to help some people, and many people have helped me, and even more have helped me. But I don't want it to be where it's just like, what the fuck is this guy doing? A lot of people care. I care. I feel like a zombie all the fucking time, and I'm constantly worried, and I'm constantly scared, and I'm constantly doubting. Maybe it's not sleep apnea. Maybe I do have Alzheimer's disease. And benzos did that. Benzos did that to me. I think the last time I had health anxiety before benzo withdrawal was 2000. Literally, the year 2000. I was 10 years old, and I was a kid. I had vertigo for the first time. I was scared. I had access to the internet, and yeah, I never dealt with it until benzodiazepines, making me fucking scared of everything, and I'm tired of the hospitals. I feel like I've been in a hospital 30 times in the last, not for health anxiety stuff, but for genuine reasons where I thought something was happening, and unfortunately, it was the benzodiazepines doing it. Or not unfortunately, actually I'm glad, because if it was anything else, we'd have a problem. I was in the hospital for a week in September while they were checking my brain and making sure that the vertigo wasn't anything neurological or neurocerebral. Is that a real word? Or they just make that word up. It's frustrating. It is, and I wanted to let y'all know that you carry those things with you. You definitely, for me, so far, I still have faith or hope, really, that benzos aren't going to carry themselves with me like the rest of my fucking life. But for now, they very much feel like it stays with me, and there's a lot to regret. And if you're watching this, I'm gonna cut this short soon. I don't want you to be discouraged, because I'm doing a lot better now, even with this fucked up health anxiety than I was a year ago. But this is for people who are still, I keep explaining that I'm part of the fucking sleep apnea and benzos, and part of the fact that I'm a bumbling mess right now, and I'm usually not. This is for people who are maybe a little further into recovery than I am, maybe a lot. And they're wondering if they're still withdrawing, sorry, I'm chewing on my hands while I'm talking, if maybe it's something else. Like, no, my bet is it's benzos, and you're better than them and you're stronger than them, but you're not alone. Here I am let me see, I think, yeah, I was off for a month, and then they gave me more in the hospital, not even going to get into that. I think I explained it in the last video. October, November, December, January. So 4 months. This is the last time I took it. It feels longer because of benzos being so prevalent in my life for fucking 6 years, 7 years. Shit is crazy. It really is. I mean, what benzos really, Valium in particular, changed the fucking fabric of my life, my understanding of the world and the universe around me, and interpersonal relationships and work. Like, it's changed everything. I don't want to say any for the better, definitely for the worse, a lot of them. But you like, there's just thought processes you think you don't recover from, and I promise you, you do. But that's all this was for, was, you know, a companion piece to, literally a companion piece from me to you. And the reason I have these shades is because of Vertigo. Sweet. A companion piece from me to you, and a companion piece to the other ones. I don't even know what the fuck I'm gonna name this. If you stuck around this long, just leave a comment. I appreciate it. Just like, hey, you know, we understand, man, that you're fucking mush right now, your brain. You know, but it'd be cool. I appreciate everyone who watches these. Even if I help 2 people, 1 person, if you saw this and it inspired you to go, hey, I can go on, or I can click another video. I'm happy because there was a lot of people who helped me. Unfortunately, people who have come and gone throughout the benzo thing, and not nobody passed away. Nobody I know. I don't. That's not what I meant. I mean, people who just chose to move on with their lives, and myself. But I don't regret anyone, you know, and I'm glad. So you can subscribe, I guess, if you want. I'm definitely gonna do another video. Fingers crossed, if everything's okay. Tomorrow I'll be seeing the sleep specialist. And hopefully I'm full of energy and full of life, and I can explain to everybody the good parts about it, because I really do feel like once I get a genuinely good night's sleep where I can breathe, and my memory starts restoring itself and I have more energy, I can post a video that's a lot more positive. It's more optimistic. And you should still be optimistic. But this is just the real shit. Benzos fucking suck. That's the point of the video, okay? Happy New Year. Yeah, that's it. I want to say I'm going to get some sleep, but I could try. I could try.